So we're about to leave our campsite and head down to the market to figure out what we're gonna cook for dinner. Sometimes we have recipes all planned out ahead of time and then we go grocery shopping. But when we have access to a market to get fresh vegetables and meat, then we
make use of it.
We make use of it. We do it in reverse. Like we just go loop through, see what's available, and then stand there and scroll through recipes.
Well, yeah, you gotta figure out what you need.
You just gotta figure out what you need. Yeah.
And this place is close enough we could walk there. It was actually pretty windy today, so we'll drive.
Yeah, but all the other days I've been walking.
Yeah. So we'll get up there and we'll show you what it's like.
All right, so today we're taking you along to the market that's here at Hunsaders. So living down in Parrish, Florida, we always knew about Hunsaders. It's an awesome farm. They have you-pick fields. They've got a market here that's got their stuff and some stuff from some other local farms. But little did we know when we lived here that they actually had a KOA. So when we decided we were going to come back to Florida for the winter, we decided we'd stay here. It puts us close to family and friends and stuff. But then it's been super convenient because then we're just able to come up to the market and shop for most of our produce and some of our meat. So anyway, we figured we'd take you along so you can see.
So one of the best parts about staying at Hunsaders is that we're able to get chicken directly from our friends over at Hunsaders Farms. Before we hit the road full time, we actually owned a farm where we raised chicken, beef, and eggs to sell to our local community. And as we started to ramp things down, that's when we met Brandon and Bree over at Hunsaders, who were starting to ramp things up at theirs. While we were in town, we got to catch up with them and check out how much everything on their farm has grown. Not only are they doing chicken, they're also doing turkey, beef, and pork. All of their animals are pasture-raised, which gives them the best quality of life, but it also results in the best tasting product. So if you live anywhere near Bradenton or further south, be sure to check them out. We'll drop a link in the comments where you can find their products sold. But tonight, I think we're gonna opt for chicken breast.
We said zucchini, right?
Zucchini?
So when you go shop at these markets, obviously you're not gonna be able to find everything you need. And so I always look to see like what's actually homegrown, and then we'll try to pick stuff from there. So what did we decide? Chicken, grilled chicken with like a honey balsamic.
Yeah, with zucchini.
Yeah.
A little bit of red onion.
Red onion. And then we're also going to do some roasted beets because they also have homegrown beets. What else? That's where it's just nice to have like some of these other things as staple things because you're not going to necessarily be able to pick up everything in one place. But yeah, I can come up here every day and shop. This was what I got last time. That was good. red onion, green, maybe the orange.
Sure. Grab one of each if you want to.
So one of the things that Hunsaders had that was homegrown was their beets, which I've been on a beet kick lately. And so I wanted to try to recreate a recipe we had when we went out to dinner with Ron and Roy. Where did we go?
On Swan.
On Swan in South Tampa. And so it was like a beet salad with orange slices. I think it used mascarpone cheese, but I have some goat cheese on hand. And then I don't know, it was drizzled with something that looked really good. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get the beets washed, and then they're gonna take the longest time to roast because they gotta roast for like an hour. So at this point, I don't need gloves, but I will show you later when you actually have to like work with these beets, you want gloves, and you want to make sure that you protect all of your counter surfaces, because beets will turn your hands and everything red and it will not come out. So anyway, that's what we're gonna get started with. Where are you trying to go? Look at how red they are. All right, so beets are gonna go in a metal pouch, just kind of covered with just a little bit of olive oil, like 400 degrees for an hour. I just washed these. I haven't peeled these yet. Once they are cooked, the skins will just come right off. But yeah, so I just want to get these started. Oh, we're gonna go in the oven.
You like your new bone? Yeah. Alright, so this is a really simple marinade. It's just, you know, like stuff you'll probably have laying around. So it's a half cup of honey. And this is where this thing comes in handy. So you can actually squeeze the stuff out of it instead of trying to like get honey to come out of a measuring cup.
Oh, we're gonna use all the honey.
Yeah. Alright, so it's going to be all of our honey.
That's fine, there's plenty of honey back up at Hunsaders.
Yeah. Which if you haven't seen that part in the video yet, you will. But yeah, honey in. 1/4 cup Dijon mustard.
Is it a 1/4 cup Dijon mustard? I'm going to check.
Double check me. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh god, no. It's 2 tablespoons Dijon
Oh,
mustard.
cool. 2 tablespoons. So we'll do 2 tablespoons Dijon mustard. Don't listen
It's
to me.
a 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that was a big
Oh
heaping.
my god, that would have tasted horrible.
It would have definitely given it a different characteristic.
Alright. 1/4 cup.
1/4 cup. Oops.
Oh, that's a thick one too.
Yeah. If you've got a cheap balsamic vinegar, use it here.
That's fine.
Otherwise, it'll be fine. We're just gonna mix this up as best we can since it's thick balsamic and honey. But we'll mix this up and then we'll get the chicken in here.
I don't think we actually said what we're doing.
Oh, so we're doing just a simple balsamic and honey marinated chicken with some vegetables that we're gonna, put on the grill. So we're gonna get this mixed up. We'll butterfly our chicken breast so it goes a little further, cooks a little faster, and then we're gonna reserve some of this to baste our chicken while it's on the grill, and then the rest of it's just gonna be our marinade. Think I can pour this?
Just don't spill it.
I got it.
So.
Good?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
How's it taste?
That's not bad. So, gonna marinate the chicken in this, and then we will baste the chicken with this while it's cooking on the grill.
All right, so now we are just going to get the vegetables ready. They get cut. Don't get too excited. They get done on the grill, just like. What'd you say? Like.
Grilled.
But we're doing like kind of a rough, right?
Yeah, we're
like that.
keeping them in large pieces so they're easier to deal with on the grill, so they don't fall through the cracks in the grill. And then we'll chop them up a little bit smaller
once they're
before
grilled.
we eat them.
Yeah. So this recipe called for corn, some bell pepper, and red onion, which we got red onion. There wasn't any corn. And we basically just picked bell peppers based on color, just so that we had some variation with what's gonna go in it. And so then I think, what do you think?
I can just either halve it or quarter it lengthwise, and then we can slice it smaller.
Just like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tender, so it'll cook fast. And then the onion.
Brett, you think you're getting something?
Not onions. One of the other things we do to try to keep the space organized is I'll just grab like another bowl and I just throw all of our trash into it. If there's going to be a lot, sometimes we'll pull the trash can out and put it right here, but with the dogs it doesn't always work right. Oh, you know what?
No?
I think they left the base of it on.
So it doesn't fall apart.
So it doesn't fall apart.
Oops.
Oops, like that. It'll be fine. I can put it in some foil if we have to.
It's fine. We'll just hit it with some salt and some olive oil before we get it on the grill.
Not right now.
Not right now.
Okay.
We have different ideas of what giving me a hand means.
All right, so for the beet salad, I'm gonna take this goat cheese, which I've had it out sitting on the countertop just softening a little bit, but I wanna make it really creamy so that I can spread it on the bottom of the plate, and that way you can kind of like soak some up with each bite. I don't need this whole thing, but we're just gonna make it because we can use it on some other salads later. So what I'm gonna do is whip it with the hand mixer. I'm just gonna add just a little bit of half and half just to kind of help get it mixed up. Always plug these in before you plug it into the wall. Safety first.
Safety third.
Ironically, you're the one with all the checklist.
And scars.
All right.
Careful.
Did you go? We will slowly bring up the speed. All right. And you don't have to do this step. I just thought it would just be nice to just have it like that really nice whipped consistency like you'd have with cream cheese, and that way it'll just spread really nice. I'm trying to decide if I want to flavor it with anything else, and one of the things that we're going to mix with the beets is some sliced orange, and so I'm actually thinking I might just add a little bit of orange zest to this before I cut this up, just to add a little bit of extra punch. Zest is one of those things that, like, you don't need a lot of it. It's a really easy way to just brighten a recipe and add a lot of flavor to it. So just do that. Maybe a little salt.
Yeah. Flavor enhancer.
Salt is also a flavor enhancer. All right.
Alright, so we're just gonna oil up our vegetables, get them ready for the grill.
Sorry about the loose onions.
They'll be fine, I'm sure. I won't end up having to chase them around the
I'll
grill
put
at all.
No, I'm gonna put some foil on a section of the grill for him.
A little bit of salt for them.
Are we doing both sides with oil?
I'll get them once they're on the grill.
Okay. I think next on our list is gonna be a grill light.
Yeah,
Because here we are.
it happens.
Yeah. How well can you guys see this? About as well as we can see it.
Just oiling the grill.
Nothing to look at here. We took the chicken breast and sliced them in half, just because you know one side is always a little bit thicker than the other. That way these will just cook a little bit more evenly.
Yeah, so I've just been marinating. A little bit of salt in the marinade.
Oh, that smells good.
Sugar.
Yeah.
We've got the grill preheated to about a medium-high heat.
Make sure you leave room for the vegetables.
I'm working on it.
If you have to do those in, yeah, you're gonna have to do them in phases, which will be fine.
Yes. Leave the root end on the onion to make it hold together.
Whatever. Seasoning the grill.
Now we're just going to cover this and let it cook.
Oh wow, that looks awesome. Nice grill marks. Those might just have to sit like that. Steamer. How much do you hate me right now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, flip on the chicken.
Looks good. Looks like, yeah, I bet all that's the
Oh, it's
honey.
sugary.
Yeah, it's between the honey and the sugary balsamic that it definitely makes that crust that burns a little bit,
Yeah.
but honestly, I kind of like the burn parts though. Looks yummy. Do the vegetables get basted?
No. But I'm going to do this a couple times and get like a nice lacquer forming.
Yeah. Thin, multiple thin coats, right?
Yep.
Okay, so if you're wondering what I need to get out of the truck in order to finish cooking dinner, you'll understand shortly. So remember how I said you don't want to cook with the beets, like without covering your hands? So here's another use for the same gloves used for black tank. We keep ours in the truck, separate from the black tank, so they're always clean so they can be used for other purposes. But this is gonna keep my hands from getting completely stained when we cut up the beets. All right, so the beets have come out of the oven. We did like an hour at 400, and now I'm just peeling the beets. So like, once you cook them at that temperature, see how this peel just comes right off? Yeah, you can see how nice and clean these look. And so this is much easier than peeling them ahead of time. There's no need to. But again, wear gloves because otherwise your hands and anything that these things will touch will stain red. And a disclaimer, when you eat beets,
Other things stain red,
other things will come out red.
so don't
So-
be alarmed.
Yeah, tomorrow, do not be alarmed. I'm just cutting these up into more bite-sized pieces.
don't mind Rhett.
He keeps chewing on his bone.
Yeah.
But look how pretty those look. It's nice and red. So if you're not used to beets, they're when they're cooked, they end up with a slightly sweeter flavor. But I find that if you pair them with, I mean, they still have like a rooty vegetable kind of feel. So you still want to like pair them with, I don't know.
Something sweet.
Something sweet, yeah. So next, I'm just gonna segment this orange. Just want to have some citrus slices in there. Okay, so the goat cheese mixture. I want to take this. It's probably a little heavy. I might need another spoon to do this. Brett, move. But I just want to take this and just like smear it on the plate so that you can kind of dip your beets and salad into it. Slightly pretty, slightly messy. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of arugula. This is, it's not meant to be like a massive salad. It's just meant to kind of give you a little bit to kind of hold it together. All right, and then let's do our citrus.
Good thing you wore gloves.
Good thing I wear gloves, right? Good thing they're coated in olive oil right now. All right. And then we're gonna put a little more olive oil all over the top. A little bit of balsamic vinegar. We didn't actually plan for these recipes to like
go together,
but they kind of do, right? Little drizzle of honey. And then do just a little bit of salt and pepper. There you go.
And your pistachios.
Oh, shit. Thank you. So, I've also been on a pistachio kick. So all I did was I just got some pistachios and just cracked them up. Just add a little bit of a crunch. There, how's that look? Looks pretty.
Now we're just going to slice the vegetables up. They're a little bit more manageable to eat. Now that we've grilled them all.
I think just half moons like that, yeah.
Alright, so we got the vegetables cut up. Don't have to cut the onions because they fell apart. Remember, leave the root end on if you want them to stay together.
They're onion petals.
Yeah, chop the root end off if you want them to fall apart when they're on the grill. Okay.
Okay. You said, okay. And the dogs are like, okay. I'm not talking to you guys.
Get your onions.
Oh yeah, I know. Love onions. Alright. We're just gonna slice up our chicken and lay it out over the top. It looks really good. It looks like it stayed really moist too. Chicken breast is definitely one of the harder ones to cook just because it will tend to dry out. So a lot of times we'll actually opt for chicken thighs.
Chicken thighs.
Chicken thighs are amazing.
Just a lot more flavor.
Yep, more flavor. But these breasts did look really good. Maybe this isn't looking so pretty. But...
Very refined plating.
Got it right with the salad. When Rhett's like, I think it looks great.
Yeah, Rhett doesn't care.
We don't need to pour any more. I don't think balsamic or anything
No,
on it.
it's good.
Okay. It's really good. The honey and the balsamic gives it a nice like glaze that got a little burn and turns into a crust. It's really good.
Look at the thing. Alright, so we're...
This is how most of our conversations go.
yeah.
And just stare at each other.
So,